dito, sa atin dalawa pala ang talagang purpose para makita tayo, Javi.
So titingnan nga natin, so much excitement and so much anticipation waiting for this game. Let's discuss yung previous game ng dalawang koponan. This was a win for Bacolod, 61-58 after losing game 1 in Zamboanga City in this very venue. This was another tight game, coach. In both of these teams, yung both games nila, walang game na nag-decide ng over 6 points.
Wala talaga. At ang kagandahan nito, makikita natin ang highlights of 3-point shooting earlier, Alwin Anday. Pero ito nga, yun lang ang aspect ng game sa 3-point shooting. Doon lang panalo ang Bacolod. Ang dami lang outside sniping. Pero everything else, lahat ng aspect ng game, makikita natin, Zamboanga talaga ang pumapabor. Field goal percentages, 38.5, lamang na lamang against Bacolod. 3-point shooting, yun lang ang nilamang talaga ng Bacolod. Ito makikita natin, rebounding on offense, we've got 51-40. Yun, pumapabor din, but that doesn't actually give the points. Bench scoring, 31-10 favoring Zamboanga. And all the rest, turnovers, pabor pa rin sa Bacolod. Mas maraming turnovers and everybody else giving more assists for Zamboanga. So despite that, panalo pa rin ang Bacolod.
And the player of the game in that game was Alwin All Day I'll Die, responding to the challenge ng kanyang koponan at ni Coach Alex Angeles stepping up offensively. He had 21 points after going only 12 for 3 out of 12 from the field in game 1.
Oo, buhay na buhay si Alwin Anday at maganda naman na nakita natin ulit yung kanyang kapasidad sa paglalaro ng magandang basketball.
At nakita na nga natin yung stats niya on your screen. Sabi ko nga kanina, only 3 out of 12 from the field, but he proceeded to shoot 7 out of 15, including 4 out of 10 from downtown in game 2, which really helped the Bacolod Bingo Plus in gaining that victory.
Yung wala sa stats is actually his defense against the Marcelino brothers. Outstanding defense by Alwin Anday.
And that's right. You actually mentioned during that game that Alday had a conscious effort of attacking the defense of the Marcelino twins in order to tire them out. Punta naman ata tayo sa ating player matchup for this game. Two big men, two outstanding big men, two former All-Stars dito sa ating liga in Jamo Eguilos in Marquee. Jamo Eguilos really stepped up and scored 14 points, 7 out of 9 from the field, had 8 rebounds and was an all-high plus 20 efficiency para sa Zamboanga, while Marquee, another remarkable double-double, 11 points and 13 rebounds, but 9 of those came in the first half.
Oo, lamang lang kay Marquee yung 3-point shooting niya. Here we see their points, 14 for Jamo, 11 for Mark, 5 of 9 shooting, 56% for Mark, 78% naman field goal para kay Jamo. 13 rebounds for the shorter Marquee compared to Jamo Eguilos. Assist 5 para kay Marquee and turnovers 1 para kay Marquee.
Well, let's see which of these two players will be able to duplicate their performances from Game 2. Will Jamo Eguilos have another big game, or will Marquee have another legendary performance to lead his team to an upset? Let's get the show on the road. Let's turn you over to Miguel Pere for the start of this ball game.
Buenas noches. Takia también kami bien alegre. Tatale alegría con ustedes. It's a win or go home, winner take all. South Division semifinals between Bacolod Bingo Plus and your Zamboanga Family's Brand Sardines. On the OK Bet, Manny Pacquiao's MPBL 4th season playoffs, presented by Extreme. Live at the MPBL official FB page, Signal Play, and One Sports Plus. Let us now meet the starting 5 for both teams, beginning with the Bacolod Bingo Plus. Starting at guard, number 9, Aaron Heruta. Also at guard, number 17, Alwin Alday. At center, number 12, Raymond Ilagan. At forward, number 29, John Nermal. Also at forward, number 83, Mark Yee. The head coach for Bacolod Bingo Plus is Alex Angeles. Assistant coaches, RB Mangahas, Francis Cruz, and Jigs Guadamore. Team owner is Mr. Paul San Jose. Manalboroto kita, Zamboangueños, for your Zamboanga Family's Brand Sardines. Number 0 from Barangay Pasunanca, the Tornado, Ju Lacases Santos. From Barangay Kasanyangan, number 3, Joy Ignacio. Number 6, the Good Dino, Jason Grimaldo. Number 8, the Dragon, Jamo Aguilos. Number 9, the Worm, Adi Santos. Number 17, the Samurai, Japs Bautista. Number 28, El Jefe, Chito Jaime. Number 29, Air Jeff Comia. Number 19, one of the twin turbos, JV Marcelino. The other twin turbo, number 11, is your 2022 MPBL All-Star Game MVP, JC Marcelino. And now the starting five for the Zamboanga Family's Brand Sardines. At guard, number 16, the airbender, Irvin Palencia. Also at guard, number 2, Chino Mosqueda. At forward, number 1, Tosi Tancinco. At center, number 23, the Big Chris Dumapig. Also at forward, number 99, from Barangay Tanaban, the Jumpman, John Mahari. The head coach for Zamboanga Family's Brand Sardines is Vicky Casiano. Assistant coaches Hubert De Los Santos, Leo Pujante, Kevin De Castro, Jake Agdaron, and Kat Tenorio. Team representative is Anthony Roque. General manager is Alvin Muñoz. Zamboanga's Family's Brand Sardines Marketing Associate, Mr. Nini Artiza. Marketing manager, Ram Iraha. Team owners are Miss Anita Cao and TP Cao. Both teams please meet at the center court for the traditional handshake.
And here are your starters for today's ball game. You just witnessed Miguel Pere call them out one by one for Bacolod. It's Aaron Heruta, Alwin Alday, Raymond Ilagan is manning the center spot. Marky, John Normal sa kabila naman. It's Irvin Valencia, Chino Mosqueda, Chris Dumapig, Tosi Tancinco, and John Mahari. Different starting lineup here for Coach Vic Icasiano in Game 3.
Oo, at nabanggit mo nga mga pangalan. Wala ning isang Marcelino inside. Coming off the bench, they did score 30 plus points off the bench. And titingnan natin if they're actually gonna score even more with the Marcelino brothers coming off the bench.
And Coach, how do you feel about these players starting for Zamboanga? None of them have started in this series and none of them have had significant contributions in this series between these two teams.
Well, that actually adds a lot of color sa ating papanood because you yourself mentioned these guys have not started. Maybe he wants the starters who are sitting on the bench to wake up, and Coach Vic is using these non-quote-unquote players na hindi bihirang gamitin na ipakita. Oh!
And right on cue, Coach JV, they are really showing that they want to show some spunk here to begin the game. That's the reason why they're the starting five. Ito si Tansinko opening the game with a 3-point basket.
Well, energy talaga ang kailangan. Pagod na, back-to-back games na yung mga starters at yung mga players na coming off the bench. So, etong 5, very fresh. All they need to do is just tire out yung 5 player ng Bacolod.
Coach, imagine Zamboanga is averaging 83 points per game, but they are averaging 71.3 points off the bench.
Wow.
So only 10 points belong to the starters on average during the whole duration of this season.
Pero yung starters na yon, pinapagod na ang kalaban. And that's the reason why, very deep bench, laking tulong talaga para sa Zamboanga.
Mosqueda, will this be back-to-back? Yes, it is. And the crowd is roaring here at the Vitaliano Agan Coliseum.
Well, what I wanted to mention, if I would have given advice earlier, is that Zamboanga should not hurry in taking shots. In both attempts nila, Zamboanga just took their time. Do not hurry in taking the shot, hurry in making a score. Because pag ikaw sa umpisa pa lang ng tangan ng bola mo, hinanap mo na agad ang good opportunity to score, tulad nito, madalas, pasok.
There you see the back-to-back rainbow connections by Tansinko and Mosqueda respectively to begin this game para sa Zamboanga.
Para sa Bacolod naman, my advice talaga is to weather the storm. Mangyayari talaga to at inaasahan ng lahat.
Heruta forced to put up a tough one right there, but Normal gets the offensive rebound to no avail on the stick back. Palencia is pushing the pace, leaves it for Mahari, absorbs the contact, and converts.
Well, they are starting out strong. Alam natin, dumating dito sa Zamboanga ang mga Miss Earth. Pero dito sa ating venue is heaven on earth. Because yung dasal nga ng mga taong nanonood, talagang naging heavenly ang crowd natin dito sa Zamboanga.
That's only John Mahari's 7th point of this series. He has failed to breach past 3 points this whole time. Had 3 in the first game, had 2 in game 2.
Could you imagine, Javi, itong 5 ngayon ng Zamboanga na ayoko naman insultuhin, but because hindi naman talaga ito ang ine-expect ng mga tao, yet they're performing great basketball. Here we see Mahari going strong for the 8-point lead.
Scoreless still here are the boys of Coach Alex Angeles, and if you saw the replay, once again, it was Irvin Palencia initiating the offense for his teammates. Right now, takes it for himself, gets the contact, and the whistle is blown here against Bacolod.
Well, Palencia has a speed advantage against Heruta. Heruta is actually a quick player forward, but backing up, medyo mahihirapan si Heruta humabol kay Palencia. And the sad part about it, Heruta has to play against the Marcelino brothers when the two come in.
Palencia has only played a total of 5 minutes and 45 seconds this entire series. He did not play in Game 2. Cyrus Tabi was the one activated in that match. But here he is starting the ball game. And he has affected all of the 10 points here of the Zamboanga family's brand, Sardines.
Full court pressure applied by Zamboanga.
Trapped right there on the sideline. Near the right corner was John Nermal, and Zamboanga forces a turnover here.
I like what I see from Zamboanga, Javi. Mukhang pinaghahandaan na nila ang full court pressure nila in preparation for the Batangas team. Hopefully, pag sila ang pumasok.
Here he is, Palencia once again airballs that jumper. That's the first time Zamboanga was not able to score with Palencia orchestrating the offense. And Coach, talking about the defense here of Zamboanga, this is something that they have been known for this entire campaign. But it looks like they have changed it up a bit during the postseason.
Yes, actually, nagulat nga ako. They haven't been pressuring yung mga kalaban nila. Now lang nakita natin from the very inbound of the ball ng mga kalaban. Like in this case, Bacolod, talagang nandun na sila, tutok na tutok sila, binubulaga na nila itong mga players ng Bacolod.
Similar to what happened to Batangas, who has a similar play style. When Bacoor pushed them to the limit, doon na nila linabas at diniin once again ang kanilang mga kalaban sa depensa, and it bore good fruits. Just like what is happening at the beginning of the game here for Zamboanga.
At yun ang kailangan intindihin ng mga nanonood. Pag ikaw ay natalo, wag makmukmuk. Recover and play even better. Let it inspire you. Losing can be a catalyst to winning.
Great defensive play right there by Dumapig, swatting that shot away, but he finally gets his squad on the board. First 2 points para sa kanila. Tancinco! All net once again, this time from that corner spot. Second 3-point shot of Tosi Tancinco.
Alam mo, coming into tonight's ball game, I never expected this scenario right now sa umpisa ng ating ball game.
Tancinco had 6 points this whole series previous to those 2 3-pointers that he connected on today, as Heruta gets a basket here. 13-4 is the count, more than 3 minutes into the first period. Mosqueda gets it to Palencia. Irvin down low to Dumapig against Tilagan. Dumapig trying to pivot his way inside. No go. Yi with the board. Heruta. Oh, double there by Palencia and Tancinco. Foul is going to be called here. Looks like it's going to go against Irvin Palencia.
Maganda na sana ginawa nila, 2-man pressure. Medyo napatulak lang ito si Palencia na napasobrahan sa bangga.
Let's turn you over to Sid Crespo for her first report. Sid, go ahead.
Believe, yan ang salitang nakasulat sa whiteboard ng Zamboanga Family's Grand Sardines. For head coach Vicky Casiano, he's been here before, knockout games and winning championships. Hence, besides the X and O's, this team was reminded that this will not be a walk in the park. They have to play their hearts out. They arrived here in Zamboanga yesterday afternoon and still had time to practice in this very gym. At this time, kasama na ulit nila si Irvin Palencia after nursing his right shoulder last week. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much for that report, Sid. But for Coach Vicky Casiano, he has had a very long coaching career here, coaching different teams in the collegiate level, here in the MPBL. But for Zamboanga, this is only their second season dito sa ating liga. And in their previous season in the Lacan campaign, they were beat by the Davao Occidental Tigers 2-0 on this very floor.
Wow. I'm sorry. I was speechless ako when Sid mentioned about the word believe, because it reminded me when I first converted and became born again, yung word na nabunot ko dun sa pile ng mga words, biblical words, believe was the word that I chose. And great enough, nandito tayo witnessing something this team is out to do, and allow these people to understand that they must believe in this team.
That indeed is very important, because if they win this game, this will be the first time that the green shirts will enter the South Division Finals. JV Marcelino making his presence felt right away, getting the bump and getting the basket.
Here we see great penetration, just going strong to the basket. Clear path to the basket, challenged by Raymond Ilagan, but to no avail.
Absolutely exciting, absolutely spectacular. They call them the Turbo Twins.
Turbo
The
Twins.
Marcelino brothers. But he fails to convert on the end one, so Bacolod will have a chance here. 15-5, 10-point lead for Zamboanga. Heruta forcing the issue. That's an offensive foul. And Coach Heruta has had a number of errors like that during the entire course, not just of this series, but of this season.
Yep. He actually has to do so many things. He can't really go straight to the basket. Always to the right, turn to the left. Yung pass niya to the basket, laging may obstacle, at maganda ang presence ng mga defenders ng Zamboanga.
Marcelino to his brother. They get it to Mahari, the leaner. Mahari gets another deuce.
Great extra pass there by Marcelino, JC Marcelino to Mahari.
Joel Liu is in the game para kay Coach Alex Angeles. The Zamboanga forces another turnover. This time, it's an over and back para sa Bacolod.
Oo, matindi talaga pressure. Hindi nila pinapadiskarte itong Bacolod sa kanilang offense.
Look at that, Mahari going against the zone, which Zamboanga has been having a hard time breaking in this entire series. But the defense has been just crazy in this game. And actually, Coach, I just want to point out also, the crowd has been on a different level sa panimula parang ng ating laro.
Oo nga, tama ka doon. Ibang-iba nga talaga paghiyaw ng mga tao. Lalo na nung pumasok na rin ang ating mga Miss Earth pageant, beauty pageant.
Oh, that's right. We have the candidates from the Miss Earth pageant right here in attendance at our venue. Kaya naman dumagdag pa ang hiyawan ng mga tao. Malakas na nga kanina in support of these two teams. But right now, syempre, seeing these beautiful faces.
Javi, I want to point out, let's go back to what you were saying, yung depensa na pinapakita ng Zamboanga. Ang kagandahan dito, active hands talaga, tapping that ball, just, preventing them from making outlet passes. And everybody is denying a receiver. Kaya nagkakaroon ng problema yung player na may tangan ng bola.
And what does Bacolod need to do to counter that situation?
Well, they need to regroup and talk, maybe during the timeout or in the halftime. Because like what happened to Rizal, they need to actually communicate, move without the ball. And you cannot break a press by dribbling. You have to break it by passing.
Nermal now had to pick up his dribble. JC getting the steal on over to Dumapig and he will score.
Well, in that situation, pumasa nga ang player ng Bacolod pero nakatayo. And the combination there is passing to a moving target, hindi yung nakatayo lang. Because ang defenders lahat gumagalaw, wanting to steal that ball.
And your observation was definitely right. They are denying any receiver, especially near the vicinity of the basketball. And they get another steal. Marcelino to Dumapig. Great synergy between the two teammates. Timeout muna tayo. This timeout is brought to you by Embassy Whiskey. Chill muna tayo. We'll be back after these messages. There you see a beautiful and gorgeous candidates of the Miss Earth pageant that's going to be happening here in Zamboanga City. Sabay natin dumating dito sa probinsya ng Zamboanga. We were with them in the plane and we had the opportunity of seeing their beautiful faces.
Oh, yun ang first time ako sumakay sa aeroplano, hindi ako tumitingin sa labas ng bintana, sa loob ng aeroplano tayo nakatingin.
After this timeout, Bacolod turns the ball over once again. This is turnover number 5 for the White Shirts in this game. And action was stopped here as Tansinko was down on the floor momentarily, but now he's back on his feet.
Pero Javi, ganun kabilis ang aksyon. Hindi man natin napansin si Tansinko na upo lang.
Here he is trying to defend Marquis, trying to steal that basketball away from him at bahagyang natamaan sa mukha ito si Tosi.
Basically, the motion during that pass, pababa sa mukha ni Tansinko, ang siko or yung braso ni Marquis.
Oh, that will force the hand of Coach Vicky Casiano to insert veteran Chito Jaime into the mix. Liu gets the long rebound. He's pushing, spinning. Oh, what a rejection by JV Marcelino.
No chance to score tonight. Talagang pahihirapan nila, tatlo. Great move by Liu.
Joel Liu, he is nicknamed the Ninja, but that time, no escape for him. As JV Marcelino says, this is my home, no easy baskets.
Mukhang dito naka-lockdown tayo dito sa Zamboanga. They committed themselves tonight to lock down this Bacolod team.
Yi working on Chito Jaime, veteran versus veteran, but Yi gets the better of the matchup.
All Marquis needs to do is get space to release that shot, that one-hander that he's mastered for many years.
Oh, in Game 3, Coach, do you think Marquis will go to another gear in this match?
Well, you know, even if he does, he really needs a lot of help from his teammates.
Body is on the floor, but there will be a foul called.
A lot of mops, a lot of flops.
I like that.
Ayun, because it's gonna be another swimming match that we'll be witnessing here.
That's right. I remember the first time we covered here 2 weeks ago. We witnessed a multi-sport event. It was not just basketball. There was a lot of wrestling, a lot of grappling, some swimming too, and some diving.
Oo nga, tamang-tama nga naman kasi venue natin ay multi-purpose talaga.
Coach Vicky Casiano on your screens, trying to will his team to their first ever appearance in the MPBL South Division Championship. That free throw by Chito Jaime, which he just missed, is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Subok ang free throw ni Chito Jaime pero di niya na kompleto that time.
Hindi niya na kompleto. Kasalanan ng fans yung kasi sumisigaw sila habang tumitira si Chito Jaime. Sumisigaw sila dahil bumasok yung next batch ng mga Miss Earth contestants.
21-7 is the count. 3 minutes of change remaining in the opening period. Viloria trying to break down the defense. Solis on the relocation. Rims out. Dumapig with the board. JC forward to his twin brother. Oh, there's going to be a foul called laban sa Bacolod.
And that's what I was mentioning. Huwag kayo magmadali mag-shoot. Magmadali kayo mag-score. In this situation, Japs Bautista was free. Oh, here we see our replay foul. But Japs Bautista was free on the wing sa angle ng kanyang three-point shot. And I extend lang this for our viewers. Pag pinasahan mo ang teammate mong open, pumasok man o hindi, positive ang reaction ng dalawa. Assist sana at point sana. Pag hindi mo pinasahan, may negative na tangay-tangay yung open player. Hindi siya na-compliment.
You just saw the numbers of JV Marcelino on your screens. A near triple-double in Game 1. 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists. Once again, doing a little bit of everything in the second game, but was limited in his numbers in that one. Viloria will try from 3. That's short. JC looking ahead. Jaime leaves it for Bautista. It looks like Zamboanga will set it up here. Shot clock reads 10 for the green shirts. Japs from downtown. No go. Eguilos with the offensive rebound. Leaves it for JC, and JC will score.
Perfect example. Jemo Eguilos being smart enough to dish that ball out. An assist is equal to 2 points, 3 points for Marcelino.
Zamboanga had 18 feeds in their last game compared to 17, or rather 16 para sa Bacolod. Liu getting a basket here para sa Bacolod. Back to a 14-point advantage. Bacolod is back in that 2-3 zone. Jaime. Ball tapped away. Liu taps it to Yi. Viloria. This is a 3-on-1. Oh, pass. Yi could not handle that one. Viloria forces it up, and he will be fouled.
Wow, lost opportunity there. Marquis all alone for an easy layup, but lost the handle on the ball.
It's not every day, or rather not every possession, that Bacolod is able to get an opportunity in transition, but because that really hasn't been their game this whole season.
Oh nga, they play it slow and steady. Talagang they set that thing up, and that's why Zamboanga started out this game just pressuring them not to be able to set up their offense etong Bacolod.
And in basketball, it is almost common that whoever controls the pace, especially at the start of the game, is able to get a good chance of hacking out that victory.
Tama ka dun. The great defense is when they control the offense. And that's what Zamboanga has been doing since the start of this game.
Viloria knocks down one free throw. 13-point advantage. They get the stop here, talking about the white shirts. But Zamboanga is quick to go down on transition D. Ilagan working on Egilos at the post. The fake, the pivot, could not finish, but he will troop to the line.
Nice spinning move there, leaving Egilos off balance, getting that shot off. Hindi lang pumasok para kay Raymond Ilagan. Pero nakahuli siya ng foul.
Raymond Ilagan, as you see his numbers on the screen, 9.7 rebounds in game 1, 10 and 12, double-double effort in the second game. He has been somewhat quiet but very effective here for Bacolod.
Very effective kasi buong gabi nakikipagbanggaan lang siya, preventing points in the paint. Although maraming points in the paint ang Zamboanga because of their fast break. Still, tama ka dun. Silent killer din itong si Raymond Ilagan pag siya'y naglalaro sa loob.
Another timeout here taken. The score is 23-12, 1 minute and 6 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Raymond Ilagan, the quiet, unassuming big man for the Bacolod Bingo Plus. Welcome contribution by him, only averaging 6.4 points this season. But sabi nga natin kanina, double-double effort in game 2.
Oh, nga, kita mo, rebounding na lang 12. Laking bagay yan. That starts everything off and that also prevents the opponents from getting scores.
And you mentioned earlier, he does a lot of the bumping and trying to get the rebound inside para sa Bacolod Bingo Plus. But when he's able to get you points, that's very, very vital to your cause.
Vital talaga because it becomes an instant threat. Something for the opposing coach to think about. Pero makikita natin, every time may tumirang player ngayon ng Zamboanga, 4 sa kanila nag-o-offensive rebounds. Just second chance opportunities. Yun nga lang, hindi nila maipasok from the line.
Well, second chance point is more the realm of the Bacolod Bingo Plus. But in this game, at the start, Zamboanga has been making conscious effort of crashing the boards.
Oo nga, talagang lahat na ng factors ng laro nagko-contribute talaga. They want to dominate this game. They want Bacolod probably to go home and regret making it to the third game.
Viloria almost loses it. This might be a jump ball, and yes, it will. Possession arrow points to the side of the home squad, the Zamboanga Family's Grand Sardines.
JC Marcelino, great hustle. No, talagang never ending yung kanyang kamay. Tapik lang ng tapik, makulit. Ang kulit ng kamay niya, never ending. And then he's rewarded and dives for that ball.
Bakers doesn't lead here for Zamboanga. Bacolod sticking with that zone. Egilos, the cut inside. JV attacks the paint. That's no goal, but a tip in by his twin brother JC Marcelino to get the 2 points.
And we mentioned that earlier, everybody attacking the boards after a Zamboanga player makes an attempt.
And look at that. Even when a Bacolod player gets a blow-by, hindi sumusuko sa depensa ang Zamboanga. They try to get the tap from behind, and that was almost a steal. Here's the tip-in here. We were talking about Zamboanga crashing the boards in this game.
Crashing the boards talaga. Alam mo, I think ang pinag-usapan ng Zamboanga is to frustrate itong Bacolod sa first half, and come halftime, mag-give up. Pagdadasalan nila na mag-give up na itong Bacolod because everything they do is being contested and challenged by every Zamboanga player that's playing on the court.
Zamboanga has more than doubled their output from the first quarter of Game 2. They have 26, only had 12 at the end of the first quarter in Game 1. 6 seconds to go here. Liu, Ilagan, he loves that spot. Short. And Bacolod could not write the last sentence of the first chapter. That marks the end of quarter number 1 here in Game 3 of this series between the Zamboanga Family's brand Sardines and the Bacolod Bingo Plus. It was a very pulsating first quarter of action, especially for the Zamboanga Family's brand Sardines.
Oh, sorry, Javi. Alam mo, to parang tornado nga ang dumating dito sa Bacolod team. Ayan, outside rainbow shots, and then everybody just continuously harassing. Every shot they make or every turnover they create motivates them to even go stronger.
Defense fueling their offense. They were able to force 7 turnovers while only committing 1. Itong Zamboanga, Egilos, JC Marcelino, everybody pitching in from the starters to the bench players as they take a 14-point lead going into the second. You're seeing there the over 80 candidates, I believe, of the Miss Earth pageant here in attendance at the Mayor Vitaliano Agan Coliseum at the very heart of the Sardines capital of the Philippines, Zamboanga City. Miss Japan, Miss Australia, Miss Singapore, Miss Indonesia, and many more candidates. There you see Miss Thailand and Miss Haiti enjoying the basketball action here in Zamboanga City.
Pero kailangan din natin banggitin, meron din tayong kasamang beauty queen sa ating Miss Earth MPBL.
Oo naman, syempre. Meron din naman tayong mga beauty queens in our fold, and later we will hear from our beauty queen in attendance na si Sydney Crespo.
Oo nga, working courtside. Habi, I need to point out para malaman din ng viewers natin. Nagkaroon ng 13 possessions ang Zamboanga. 11 naka-convert sila. 11 of 13. Wow, ang taas nun.
Very efficient. And talking about efficiency, you saw the field goal story on your screen. Zamboanga was 9 out of 20 for 45%, limiting Bacolod to 30%, 4 out of 13. And they open up the second with a stop. Zamboanga has Jaime, the Marcelino twins, Jamo Eguilos, and Japs Bautista. That's another offensive board for the green shirts. Bautista sidestepping into the lane. The drop pass to Jaime. Almost a 3-second call. That's going to be off the foot. And possession will stay with Zamboanga.
Well, great pass by Japs Bautista. Hindi lang inaasahan na ni Chito Jaime, napapasahan pa siya because Japs Bautista also had a clear shot to the basket but opted to pass.
This is JV. Thought of the 3, passed it on. Chito Jaime, that's a specialty of the house for the veteran.
Inantay lang. Una nag-miss, na-delay lang. Dumating din para kay Chito Jaime. 4 points for him.
Chito Jaime was 1 out of 4 from Rainbow territory in Game 2. He had 9 points.
And this harassing defense by Zamboanga forces the ball carrier to focus now on the defender rather than setting up his play. Heruta has no other choice but to react accordingly to the defense given to him.
And we have to note that as we see this 3-point shot by Chito Jaime. Back to what I was saying, Coach, we have to note that Bacolod only has 2 point guards in their main rotation in Aaron Heruta and Joel Liu. And in fact, Joel Liu is not even a natural point guard.
Oo nga, medyo na-convert lang siya. But they've been such a great team itong sa playoffs natin. Umahabot sila ng ganito. I'm not counting them out. I'm just saying that despite the futile number of players that they have, still, gallant effort pa rin ang pinapakita ng Bacolod Bingo.
Oh yeah,
team.
definitely. Numerous struggles here for Bacolod on and off the court, but they have shown that di sila magpapatinag, but they are down by 17 at the 8:39 mark of the second period here in Zamboanga City.
Wow, challenge every shot. Challenge every shot. Lahat. No for easy basket, no easy attempt para sa Bacolod team.
That was a shot clock violation against the white shirts. Jaime, top of the circle three, too strong. Eguilos tries to tap it, ends up with Bautista. Japs gets a roadblock from J-Mo. JC reads the clock. It gets at 5, 4. JC, the runner is good.
The left-handed swipe away move, 8 points.
There was a whistle blown here. It looks like it's a technical against the Bacolod team.
Well, Marquis contesting that shot, no? A no call. JC Marcelino just used his right arm to point to prevent Mark from challenging the shot.
And the decision is final. The technical was announced and Marcelino drains the free throw. Let's see what happened here. This is the drive that is in question. There was that right arm trying to ward off Marquis.
I don't think it was a foul. He extended it to prevent Marquis from coming closer to block the shot, but it wasn't even extended far enough to shove Marquis away.
Kumbaga parang inangat niya lang, ano?
Inangat niya lang eh.
This is now a 20-point lead, 32-12. 2 minutes into the second quarter. Peruta gets it out. Yi, three-pointer straight away, strong. Chito Jaime is leaking out, had some trouble, recovers, it scores.
Well, great heads-up play by Chito Jaime running the floor after Marquis took that shot. And there we see in that bit of action when Alvin Alday was supposed to pass that ball out, 3 or 4 other guys prevented a pass to be made. Dinideny talaga nila ang player na makakatanggap ng pasa. Here we see Chito Jaime after that challenge just runs to the front court.
That's just the veteran smarts galing dito kay Chito Jaime. Solis trying to force one up and gets it to go.
Alam mo, umiba na eh. The tempo has been
That's a rare error for Zamboanga.
The tempo is being spearheaded or actually controlled by Zamboanga, and because of that, itong Bacolod Bingo Plus, sirang-sira ang diskarte nila sa offense. They're trying to play tit-for-tat basketball. Oh!
That's an offensive foul laban dito kay J-Boy Solis, and he is pleading to the referee. I don't know if he's pleading or if he is trying to taunt our official.
Oo nga, medyo parehong halo na rin, pero may tulak na rin talaga. And what J-Boy Solis must do is spin around the person on top of you so you can go on top of the person who's trying to, out-muscle you.
And for those of you who are not able to witness Game 2, we remember that there was a moment during that game that J-Boy Solis also was in this similar predicament.
Number 41, J-Boy Solis is fourth personal foul. Technical foul on number 11, JC Marcelino for unsportsmanlike behavior, second infraction. JC Marcelino's second personal foul.
What J-Boy Solis should have done was spin around, pero medyo kinakapitan din siya, so I don't know how far our referees are gonna let them really play on.
And there you go. That's an interesting development here, especially for Bacolod, because J-Boy Solis now has 4 personal fouls.
At laking bagay talaga yung presence ni J-Boy Solis. May outside sniping na at yung defense niya.
Zamboanga with possession. Jaime puts the ball on the deck. Left hand finish doesn't go. JC almost grabs the offensive board, but it ends up with Normal. Jan had to pick up his dribble. There's another steal by JC. The All-Star MVP skies and gets the 2 points.
Well, great anticipation there. Yung basketball smarts lang ni JC Marcelino. Alam niya kung saan dadaan ang bola, kaya yung kamay niya humaharang lang sa path ng bola.
I already know what JC means. Just crazy.
Just crazy basketball. Ganda. Yes.
Meanwhile, Aaron Haruta able to get 2 points para sa kanyang kupunan. This is still a large margin of advantage para sa Zamboanga. Jaime trying to extend that. That's off to the left. Haruta brings it up for Bacolod. Crosses into the lane. The kick out to Liu. Ilagan is at the elbow. The handoff to Normal. Ilagan working on Eguilos at the post. 5 on the shot clock for Bacolod. The spin, the fade, short, Normal. Offensive rebound. Battle for the 50-50.
And
It's going to be a jump ball. Possession will go to Zamboanga once again.
And that's what I was mentioning earlier. Nasisira yung tempo ng yung paglaro ng Bacolod. Normal gets the offensive rebound rather than having the smarts to give it out. Pinasa natin pero replay natin yung steal and lefty layup.
JC Marcelino, 11 points already in this game. That's that basket by Haruta that got them to 16 points. But Marcelino, the All-Star MVP and one of our leading MVP candidates here in the MPBL, also has 4 rebounds and 4 assists to his name.
Wow, what a game for him. At wala pa tayong half.
Exactly, that's already a stat line for one whole game.
Oo nga.
But this guy, as we said, he's just crazy good. Valencia is back in the game para kay Coach Vicky Casiano. So is John Mahari. Airballs that 3. Adi Santos gets the board. Mosqueda hit one earlier. Another opportunity for an offensive rebound. An unsportsmanlike foul motion here by our referee.
Well, Jason Grimaldo mukhang siya yung tatawagan.
Unsportsmanlike foul on number 6.
That's right, and it indeed does go to Jason Grimaldo. Trying to get position against Aaron Haruta right there. Haruta pumps his fist in rejoicement of that call.
Well, makikita mo naman sa replay natin kanina, maganda talaga box out ni Haruta kay Grimaldo. No choice na si Jason Grimaldo, kakapit ka na lang talaga.
Haruta at the line here, knocks down the first one. Has 4 points, rather 5, and 1 assist. Splits his charities. Haruta has been hot and cold at that point guard spot for Coach Alex Angeles all season long.
It's gonna be a long, tiring night for him. At talaga naman wala silang pag-asa makapagpahinga.
Haruta, formerly of the San Juan Knights and the Iloilo United Royals. Aaron backs it off the glass. Starting to try to take over here for his squad. Valencia, great pass, but Santos could not handle the potato.
Oo nga, mukhang hindi yata inaasahan ni Adi Santos yun. Alam mo naman si Adi Santos, handa lang talaga mag-rebound yan. At paminsan-minsan, sa teammate na kasi nasanay siyang maglaro, he's ready to get that pass. Pero Valencia, almost had an easy layup na. Pumasa pa.
We pointed it out time and again that Adi Santos, such a team player, very unselfish and just performs his role to the hilt. That ball finds its way to Normal and he gets the 2 points, 36-21. That's the first basket of the game para kay Normal. Mosqueda, Mahari attacks middle, kisses it off the glass, basket counts, and he'll troop to the line.
Oo nga. Gone fishing, here we can see, going strong. at nakatayo na lang ang mga defenders ng Bacolod.
John Mahari has been so great in this game. Started for Coach Vicky Casiano along with the other players who have not seen considerable action in this series, but they have shown that they were very worthy of that role.
Totoo yun. Javi, itong unit ngayon ng Zamboanga, 7 points for Mahari. Yan yung unit that comes off the bench and just energizes their defense against Bacolod. And this time they started out and they did well as the starting unit.
Oh, what a time to perform this way para kay John Mahari. He is, after all, one of Zamboanga's homegrown players, so a hometown hero. There's a foul away for play here called. That's going to go against Adi Santos. 39-21 is the score here. 3 minutes and 55 remaining here in the first half. We'll be back after these. Marky, the only member of our 1,000 points club and 1,000 rebound club here in the MPBL, struggling right now in Game 3 as well as his team.
Well, you can tell, no, as they were walking back before to position themselves for the free throw ni Marky, yung mukha pa lang nila, pagod na, frustrated. Oh, it's an inbound play, so it's the frustration and the fatigue that you can see in their faces, and there's so much doubt that I'm sure they're gonna discuss in the halftime to work things out to finish off this game. Pero halatang halata yung hirap na binibigay ng Zamboanga dito sa Bacolod na team na to.
We talked about their very short rotation and the depleted lineup that they have as an advantage for them kasi hindi na nga kailangan na magpalitan ng tao at a very fast pace, kaya na umiinit agad yung mga players ni Coach Alex Angles, but right now they look gassed. Nermal gets stripped of the basketball, and that is another Bacolod turnover.
Another frustrating situation for Bacolod. A lot of physicality but no calls are being made. At tama ka doon, Javi, nga, maganda nga, pabor sa coach yan na konti lang sa rotation, pero pagka ang laro mo ay back to back, ang hirap na yan. Talagang the fatigue factor will reach its toll.
Bacolod had only 13 turnovers in Game 2, but right now, they're one away from tying that total.
Jason Grimaldo called for extra time in the paint.
Oh, they do get a stop here. 39-21, 18-point advantage here for Zamboanga. Viloria working against Santos. The kick out Lee with the drive to baseline. And he will be fouled. Both teams already over the limit, so this is going to be 2 shots for the Cebuano Ninja.
You know, I noticed Bacolod talaga yung fatigue factor nga. One pass, everybody else is standing. Nobody's moving without the ball. And they were effective before because when other guys would move, may mapapasahan silang. May option na mapapasahan para makapag-score. But right now, everybody's just standing sa team ng Bacolod on offense.
And coming after that previous timeout, when they were walking to the court and taking their spots, as soon as they took their spots on the floor, lahat sila nakayuko.
Nakayuko.
That free throw from Joel Liu was brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
And imagine, Javi, yung effort na kailangan mong gawin para humabol man lang dito sa game na to. Kakalimutan mo muna yung fan factor, yung mga home crowd dito, yung mga tawag na frustrating non-calls ng referees. plus the pushing of the Zamboanga team. All this, you add up, wow, ang bigat yun. Parang may binubuhat kang mabigat para lang makaangat ka dun sa bundok na tatahakin para matalo itong Zamboanga team.
Liu splits his charities 39 to 22. Jeff Comia is inserted back in. Mosqueda trying to look for Grimaldo. Comia, they swing it to Palencia. Irvin, the pull-up. Too strong. Grimaldo is there for the stick back.
Well, Grimaldo just dominating in the paint, getting those tip-ins.
That's rebound number 18 for Zamboanga. Peruta. Yi finds himself open. It's gonna take it. Won't make it. Nermal, another offensive rebound, and he gets the 2 points.
Happy for him na makascore itong si Nermal because bugbog na his 4th point in the game.
We talked about him at the top of this coverage. He was struggling in game 2, only 3 out of 15.
Adi Santos called for a push on Nermal. Yeah, he has been struggling because, alam mo, hindi tulad dati, hindi niya kailangan magdepensa ng... There's a different type of defense that he has to implement right now sa Zamboanga. Yung binabantay niya, tumatakbo, habi, so kailangan niyang humabol. That actually tires him out for his offensive ability.
He's a combined 4 out of 27 in this series.
Wow!
1 out of 12 in game 1. And the pressure still continues to extend for Zamboanga. Peruta backing down Mosqueda all the way to the hoop. Can't connect. And frustration written all over the former San Juan Knights face.
Well, frustrating talaga yung kay Heruta kasi pagod na siya. Maganda na yung mga kilos niya to the basket. Hindi lang talaga pumapasok.
Well, you do know something's wrong with it's Aaron Heruta leading your scoring. Has 7 points for Bacolod. Dumapig trying to muscle his way inside. And Bacolod will force the traveling.
When you get an offensive rebound, Javi, that doesn't mean you should put it back. Nakuha mo na, binigyan mo ng added segundo ang iyong possession, ipasa mo na lang pag ipit na ipit ka na. But still, great effort by Dumapig.
Viloria being defended by Jeff Comia, another very aggressive defender for Coach Vicky Casiano. Under 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Nermal, the turnaround. There's going to be a foul here. I'm not sure if it's on the shot. They say the basket will count. That's what the referees were saying here, but they're going to take a look at our replay here. Our officials for this ball game, Blue Chief Seb Pingol, Julius Medillo, and Jovic Ofemia officiating the match. Game 3 between Bacolod and Zamboanga. There's that turnaround by Jan Nermal.
Pero yung action nandun sa ilalim ng basket, medyo naitulak nga ni Tansinko itong si Marky. Alam mo na, nakakatuwa no, isipin. But I know how basketball is played. Earlier, natamaan si Tansinko sa bibig, yung braso ni Marky. So medyo pinaantay lang, pinadaan muna ang oras bago makatulak at makabawi ng konti. Kaya naman.
And if you saw the early part of that replay, si Tansinko yung una natamaan.
Yes.
And then si Tansinko bumawi. Yun yung nakita ng referee.
Yun ang nakita ng referee. Because nag-extend naman talaga, may push. In Marky's case naman, pumapasa siya. Tinuloy lang niya yung bagsak ng braso sa mukha ni Tansinko.
And the bump wasn't really very much something that you would call a foul on.
Yes.
Pero medyo pasimple lang yung bangga.
6 points for Marky.
41 to 27. Tansinko, he has 2 3-pointers. Decides to put the ball on the deck. There's going to be a foul on the ball.
Sa kagandahan ng ating laro, maraming physical play. I'm pretty sure after this game, Tansinko at si Marky, babatian din yan, magyayakapan din, at pareho silang masaya na tapos na.
Oh, for sure. I mean, especially now. I'm not sure during your time, Coach, pero ngayon, the action and all the heated things stay on the court, and these guys are good friends off of it. Compared to your time,
Yeah.
where I believe, hearing from the stories of different players of your generation, talagang hindi nga kayo magbabatian sa labas eh.
Hindi talaga. Kaya nga ako ay dapat nasa generation ngayon dahil ako lang.
Mas bagay ba yung personality mo ngayon?
Oo, ako lang ang mabait nung araw. Yan ang maganda pag ikaw ang analyst sa TV. Pwede mo sabihin lahat. Yeah.
Of course, my partner, Coach JV Gayoso, PBA legend, formerly of the Ginebra Gins back in the day. Yi working on the mapping. Little bump from both. The mapping really absorbing it with his chest. That forces the short hook shot by Yi. Battle on the floor. What's the call going to be here? It's going to be a jump.
Parang may human patupada dito eh, no? Napaganda. Yung manok. Diba?
Sabong?
Sabong. Ayan, no? Oh.
Well, really, the clash between two very proud big men of these two proud franchises here in the MPBL, not giving an inch on that play.
Alam mo, yung both players nakikipagtulakan at alam mo naman ayaw nilang manakit na could be, game threatening na matatapon. Pero if makasingit sila ng konting discarding masakit, susubukan nila. Here we see again.
A rematch. 9 on the shot clock. Yi finally gets it. That's now 8 points in the game for the living legend of the MPBL.
Non-stop banging.
Valencia misses on the pull-up. Nobody else touched the basketball on that play for Zamboanga. Near steal by Irvin. No more shot clock here. 14 seconds. Nermal forces up that shot. Mosqueda taps it forward. Chino, the floater off the glass, doesn't go. 2 seconds left. Ends up with Mosqueda. Short. Could not beat the buzzer right there. The former NU Bulldog. But he has had a spectacular contribution to this game. Ito si Chino Mosqueda, knocking down a three-pointer at the beginning of this match to help slow the tide to their favor.
Pero maganda response ng Bacolod. Itong lamang ng Zamboanga, that is not a safe margin entering the second half.
That's right.
So titignan natin kung anong paghahandaan ng Bacolod. Although kitang-kita pa lang, mabagal silang lumabas, pagod na ang Bacolod team.
This lead was as high as 20 points during the first 20 minutes of action, but now down to just 13 here at the end of the first half. 42-29. Bacolod Bingo Plus versus the Zamboanga Families Brand Sardines. This is Game 3, winner take all.
Sama natin bigyan ng masigabong palakpakan ang mga nagagandahang kandidata ng Miss Earth 2022! Come on, put your hands together!
Welcome back inside the home venue of the Zamboanga Family's brand Sardines. We're here at the half of our game number 3 ng ating best of 3 series. At kasama ko syempre si Mayor John Dalipe. Mayor, good evening sa'yo. And we're back here once again in Zamboanga. Napakaraming nanonood. But Mayor, because of the MPBL, how does this tournament help the youth natin dito sa Zamboanga in terms of, pursuing sports at meron ba tayong mga projects for them?
Yes, MPBL really motivates our youth, and MPBL gives our youth something to look in the future. And Zamboanga City is a basketball aficionado.
There you go now, Mayor, this is also your chance para magpasalamat dito sa ating mga sumusuporta sa venue.
Yes, la rindiyo miles de gracias con el mga vivientes de Zamboanga que da soporta con el diaton very own Zamboanga Family's brand Sardines. Gracias con Ma'am Anita Cao and Sir Tipi Cao.
Alright, thank you so much, Mayor. Again, good evening po sa inyo. Of course, I also have the equally beautiful and brilliant women of Miss Earth. Of course, I have Nelly Rocho, Puerto Rico's very own 2019 Miss Earth, and also have Destiny 2021 Miss Earth from Belize. Nelly, you guys arrived here in Zamboanga today.
Yes.
How are you loving the city so far? Did you guys do any activity already?
Yes, we arrived today, 6-7 a.m. We went to Santa Cruz Island, saw the pink sand beach. It was amazing, very serene place. We tried a lot of food, especially the lechon, which was amazing. But we're going to be exploring more of Zamboanga tomorrow. So getting ready also for the swimsuit competition for the ladies. And we're all very excited to be here, so thank you.
Alright, and the people of Zamboanga are very excited to have you guys here. Also, I have Miss Destiny, also the Miss Earth 2021 from Belize. Can you please share what's going to happen tomorrow? What can we expect in the Miss Earth competition here in Zamboanga?
Yes, tomorrow is the official swimsuit competition and happening right here in Zamboanga City. This is the first time an international pageant has been held in the city of Zamboanga. So I want to encourage everyone to come out and support the amazing delegates as they show off their physique.
Thank you so much, Destiny, and of course, Nelly, for joining me. Mga kaliga, babalik tayo sa ating MPBL action after this break. Mga kaliga, buong conference nating sinuportahan ang Marcelino Twins. Tunay na pinagmamalaki ng mga Chabacano kanilang tagumpay dito sa MPBL, mula sa pagbebenta sa palengke hanggat dito sa pagiging all-star sa ating liga. Alamin natin ang kanilang MPBL journey. This is the story of JV and JC Marcelino. Panoorin natin ang ating trailer.
Sobrang hirap ng buhay. Yung mama ko nasa abroad, nagkakargador kami nun, painante sa truck yun, tapos nagtitinda.
And everybody else coming off the bench. Ayan, quick hands.
Here come the Twins. JV Marcelino on the layup.
Bata pa lang kami, nagulat na ako sa pag-basketball kasi side ng mama ko, pati papa ko, parehas may nagbabasketball. Papa ko, nakilala din dito kahit papaano sa mundo ko. Tapos yung tito ko rin, kapatid ng mama ko. Simula maliit pa lang kami, talaga nagulat na kami sa pagbabasketball. Tsaka yung tapat ng bahay namin, talaga court agad Kaya no choice, doon na kami maglalaro. Kaya na-inspire kami na maglaro din ng basketball.
Here's JC, 12 on the shot clock. 1 second differential. Oh, JC hanging in the air, basket and one.
Mga bata-bata pa kami, nagtrabaho agad kami sa palengke, nagkakargador kami nun, painante sa truck yun, tapos nagtitinda. Kailangan nga namin na maghanap buhay ng time na yun, kasi sobrang hirap ng buhay. Yung mama ko sa abroad, kaso hindi kasi yung pinikita para sa pamilya namin.
Halos hindi ko na nga maano yung mga anak ko yung maalagaan ng gusto dahil nga iniisip ko na yung nga may mapabili sila ng gatas, yung kung paano ko sila bubuhayin.
Doon na nag-umpisa lahat nung simula nung nag-try out kami ng college. Doon nag-umpisa yung journey namin talaga sa LP.
JC on the left. JC out ka rin! JC Marcelino!
Again, the Marcelino Twins connecting on another highlight fast break. JV!
Bago kami tumutong dyan sa MPBL, nawalan ng trabaho ng 2 taon Kaya pinursigihan namin ngayon para magkaroon kami ng permanenteng trabaho para mabawi. Yun, hanggang ngayon, babawi kami, patuloy kami babawi para ayun nga, sabi nga lang, mabigay yung mga gusto ng pamilya.
Ako si JV Marcelino at ako si JC Marcelino at ito ang aming MPBL journey.
The 2022 MPBL All-Star MVP, JC Marcelino!
And it's halftime here at the Mayor Vitaliano Agan Coliseum at the heart of Zamboanga City, where the home squad is leading by 13, 42-29 against Bacolod. You're looking at the beautiful and gorgeous ladies here in attendance. These are the candidates of the Miss Earth pageant that's going to happen here in Zamboanga City.
And there we have the representative of the Philippines. Ayun, sayang di nakita yung kagandahan niya.
And we're very lucky and very honored that they have graced us with their presence here in Game 3. This series between Zamboanga and Bacolod, it has forced us to have an extended halftime period here. But this just adds to the excitement of this game. There you see the candidate from the Philippines. I hope we get her name later on so we can properly introduce her to our viewers. You see the numerous fans trying to get a picture with her. Once again, we are here at the division semifinals. This is game 3 of the series between the Bacolod Bingo Plus and the Zamboanga Families brand Sardines. The green shirts coming out of the gates, simply scorching, very aggressive, able to hit big baskets get the crowd riled up, and the defense has just been suffocating.
Suffocating talaga, and even yung every attempt is being challenged, and they're not only harassing the ball carriers of Bacolod, but they're denying everybody a chance to catch that ball. Kaya napipilitan na lang dumiskarte sa opensa in the last couple of seconds ng possession itong Bacolod. Really tough to get their offense execute their offense itong Bacolod because of the defense ng Zamboanga.
And talking about offense, Coach, almost every player that Coach Vicky Casiano fielded in was able to pitch in a basket save for 3 Zamboanga members dito sa Game 3. And that's just a testament to how well team basketball has been played here para sa team ni JC Marcelino.
And I'm happy that you pointed that out. Yes, maybe 3 nga lang ang hindi nakakapag-score, pero lahat sila na pumasok has been there united as one to play tough defense against Bacolod team. Yun nga lang, ang kagandahan doon, yung ball possession at points converted because of that possession, umangat itong Bacolod sa second half. 9 out of 10 possessions nakapag-score ang Bacolod nung second quarter.
Sorry, I do stand corrected. 4 players ang di pa nakaka-score here for Zamboanga, but every one of them has been able to contribute at least a single stat in this game. And you're looking at the numbers here at the half. 39% nag-match na dyan ang Bacolod in terms of field goal shooting, but we know that this was way ahead in the beginning of this match.
Way ahead talaga. At that actually is connected with the assist. Pag mababa assist mo kasi marami hindi nakakashoot. Triple field goal percentage, 0 of 7 sa Bacolod. 4 of 13 naman para sa Zamboanga. Baliktad, yung game 2 natin, mas maraming 3 points converted ang Bacolod. Fast break point, 16-0. Like we mentioned also, dahil limited ang tao, hirap tumakbo para sa Bacolod players, so they have to set it up. Play a slow-paced basketball game.
Bacolod had 3 out of 14 3-point shots in Game 2 after the first half. All of that was courtesy of Alwin Alday. He was 3 out of 5 while the whole team was 0 out of 9. Zamboanga, meanwhile, only had 1 3-point shot to show for at the half of Game 2. And here are your leading scorers at the half. JC Marcelino leading everyone with 11 points. The only player in double figures, John Mahari and Tancinco, have 7 apiece, while Chito Jaime has 6. Sa kabilang panig naman, Marky leads Bacolod players with 8. Heruta has 7. Nermal has 6. And Joel Liu has 3.
Well, itong second half na to, Bacolod really needs to just find it in their hearts, dig deep in, at bigyan nila sarili nila ng extra energy para makapag-habol at hopefully pull off an upset against Zamboanga. Also, ang kailangan Alwin Alday needs to hit those threes because yun ang nakatulong sa kanila sa Game 2.
Alday is still scoreless in this game. He does have 4 rebounds, but we do know how much important his contributions are offensively to the winning cause of Bacolod, especially here in this winner-take-all match today.
I'm pretty sure pauuwiin si Alwin Alday without any points. Talagang nakashackles na. Complete lockdown na kay Alwin Alday because if he doesn't score, walang pag-asa manalo ang Bacolod. Mahirap. I don't want to say walang pag-asa, pero mahirap. Ang odds are hindi papabor lalo sa Zamboanga.
Second half is now underway. Zamboanga, this is on their first opportunity at the basket. That was JC Marcelino missing on a perimeter jumper. In the first half, Sydney reported that Zamboanga, they talked about that word believe, coach. But
yes,
right now, I think it's Bacolod who needs to see that through para sa kanilang kupunan if they want to make a competition out of this. And right away, Nermal gets a basket to trim this gap.
Well, Nermal was being denied by Japs Bautista, but Nermal opted to go backdoor at kaya siya naiwan for that easy layup. Great pass by his teammate, finding him for that layup.
Back-to-back stops here for Bacolod to open this second half, plus a score from John Nermal, but Zamboanga will still have possession here. Baseline inbound. Marcelino ships it to Jaime. Chito all net on that trifecta.
Well, if you leave him free on a crucial part of the game, he will make those shots. 9 points for Chito Jaime.
45-31, back to a 14-point advantage. Yi battling with Egilos. He'll face up and then back down. Spins baseline. Trying to go for that reverse, but that was properly challenged by the interior defense of Zamboanga.
And really, Marky found himself under the basket. No chance to make that shot.
Marcelino to Marcelino, but JB missing on that layup try. Nermal being defended by the smaller JB. Nermal drives left, picks up his dribble. Alday, he loves that shot. That's off to the left. Marcelino, that's JB with a rebound. JC now pushing the pace. That's a turnover for Zamboanga.
JC Marcelino losing a handle on that ball. Sometimes kasi sobrang bilis tapos napigil ka sa bangga. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang momentum ng bola.
8 minutes and 7 seconds. 2 minutes, almost 2 minutes in to the third quarter. What are you seeing right now in the early goings of the second half, Coach?
Well, I notice ang Bacolod right now, they're not rattled. That's why they can compose themselves to set their offense up. They're going down to Marquis. But aside from that, it's everybody else moving without the ball. When Marquis is locked up,
and right there, he was indeed locked up, forced to throw an errant pass. That is turnover number 15 para sa Bacolod. Japs Bautista, that's a lot of contact on that body, and he will go to the line.
And see, yan ang kagandahan ng mga shooters. Earlier, Nermal was being denied. He goes backdoor. Japs Bautista doing the same thing on Nermal because an outside shooter is a bigger threat taking the three-point shot. Mas maigi na sa loob. Challenged again. He gets a foul from Marquis, and now he's on the line.
Japs Bautista, first trip to the line in this game. See there on your screens, Coach Vicky Casiano, who was Japs Bautista's collegiate coach at STI. This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. 2 for 2 para kay Japs.
2 for 2 at 2 pa lang ang puntos niya.
47 to 31. 16-point lead. Ilagan being pressured near the half line. Alday, 10 seconds on to 24. Taking a lot of time for Bacolod to manufacture something. Can they get this one? Yes, they will. That's Alwin Alday from downtown.
Alwin Alday, konting spasyo lang. First 3 points para sa kanya.
Bacolod continues to stick to that zone. Jaime, top of the circle. Gets it back, rises, fires. Too strong. Mark Yee with the emphatic board.
Well, the zone has really worked well at the game too, and that's the reason why Zamboanga was just limited to take outside shots, forced outside shots at that.
Alday being tracked down by the defense. Yee is all alone, too strong. Gets the long rebound. Nermal will take it for himself. In, out, still out. Alday runs into Eguilos. Yee. Oh, that's great defense by JB Marcelino. And he will be called for the offensive foul. Talking about Marquis.
Wow. Tinawagan ng Darna.
Bakit Darna?
Ayan, kita mo, di ba? Yung mga braso lumilipad. Darna. I don't know.
And that was a similar play that he was trying to contest against JC Marcelino in the first half, but this time he was the victim of that offensive foul. Another great defensive stop by JB Marcelino. JC offensive rebound, just short. Oh, Jaime strips him. JB baseline drive to his twin. The Turbo Brothers at it again. Simply amazing, simply exciting, absolutely scintillating, these two twins.
Oo nga, pero credit that to Chito Jaime for just not giving up and stealing the ball off of Marquis.
49 to 34. Alday draws Eguilos on the switch. JC goes back. Emergency pass. Ilagan puts it on the deck. The leaner initiates the contact and he will draw the foul. Here's that play by JB to his twin brother JC. That chemistry that bore from the womb of their mother Mayen, making it happen once again.
Doon pa lang sa tiyan, nagpapasahan na yung dalawa. Raymond Dilagan making his first.
And these two guys really just very deceiving on the floor. You think na basta-basta lang sila kasi maliit lang, hindi naman masyadong they're thin. But they jump out of the gym and you know, they are very strong-bodied.
Alam mo sino ganyan ang katawan nung araw? No joke, ha? Rudy Distrito.
Really?
Bato. No joke. And I would admire him when he would walk in. Ganyan. Solid from face down to the feet. Batong-bato.
And of course, just like the Marcelino twins, the destroyer Rudy Distrito was also a crowd favorite back in the day.
Well, Marquis calling for, yes, tama ka dun. Enforcer talaga. Pero ito, Marquis tatawagan ng foul. Maybe siguro kailangan magpalitan Marquis and Raymond Dilagan. Pero papalitan ni Victoria si Marquis.
That's already the 4th personal laban kay Marquis. J-Boy Solis also has 4 fouls para sa Bacolod. Trouble escalating here in the foul situation para sa kupunan ni Coach Alex Angeles. JV on the curl. Oh, Viloria trying to chase him after those screens. There's another foul here against Bacolod.
Alam mo si Marquis nasa foul trouble na, including J-Boy Solis. But I would put J-Boy Solis in because J-Boy Solis knows how to compose himself. Yung physicality, banggaan, lahat. Mangyayari talaga yon. Great cut. Backdoor there.
Weak side action on the baseline throw-in resulting in 2 points para kay JC Marcelino.
Yung quick step talagang nauuna against Heruta. Hindi niya kaya talaga sabayan. Ito si JC Marcelino.
Alday trying to create something out of nothing. Heruta instead drives hard. But another block by JV Marcelino. Jabs Bautista botches that transition opportunity. Possession will swing back to Bacolod.
Jabs Bautista thought his teammate, he had the ball, pero ito, he loses it, gives it back to his teammate. Chito Jaime kicks the ball out.
51-36. Alday, floater, finally gets it to go.
Kailangan talaga makascore ito ng double figures para makatulong sa team niya. He cannot play this game silent all throughout anymore.
5 points on the board for all day. JV, down low to Egilos, gets good position against Ilagan but fails to convert.
Alam mo, even in game 2, effective si Raymond Dilagan against Egilos kasi halos magkaano sila ng katawan eh. Ang hirap tulakin pero Egilos has actually an advantage against Marquis. Marquis no choice but needs to use his arms to push Egilos out.
Meanwhile, a foul called on the floor. It's going to be a sideline throw-in para sa Bacolod. Liu back in the game. Drives to his strong side, gets the bump, and gets the bucket.
Wow, 11 points na lang. Ang kalamangan ng Zamboanga, dahan-dahan na lang kinakain ang kalamangan nitong Zamboanga team.
Oh, they've gotten so far just to get beat down so bad here in this winner-take-all match. So definitely a lot of pride at stake here at di naman basta-basta magpapatalo lang itong Bacolod squad.
Great grab there by Nermal. Ang hirap nun, sumusugod yung player, timing na timing.
And we were mentioning beauty queens. Let's go to our very own MPBL beauty queen na si Sydney Crespo at courtside.
After the game 1 of this series, Coach Vic admitted that they had a bad game night despite playing at home and taking the win. This time, Zamboanga had to make sure it does not happen again, most especially at the start of this ball game. In game 1, they thought that they had too much aggressiveness, that it wasn't working on their end anymore. Now they're focusing their energy on the right things like enjoying the game, moving the ball, and getting back on defense. Coach Vic says to his squad, just play your game. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that report, Sid. And yeah, that's exactly what they've been doing in this game. But in this third quarter, Bacolod has seemed to counteract that effort little by little.
Oo nga, nakarelax na nga sila. Hindi na sila nagmamadali. Hindi sila tentative sa kanilang kilos. They know itong Zamboanga will harass. So that can actually be frustrating for Zamboanga if they don't get the response they want from Bacolod.
Nermal pivots, fires away. Short on the fall away. Valencia over to JB. Pops in the air. Tancinco offensive rebound. The reverse. No good, but JB Marcelino. I am speechless, Coach JB.
JB Marcelino. Well, actually, the Marcelino brothers, they have that leaping ability. They just go up in the air and grab that loose ball to put that ball back in. Wow.
And nobody from Bacolod trying to box him out. He was all alone and trying to go for that board.
At sila talaga, ang intention talaga nila is ilagay ang sarili nila para makapagkuha ng loose ball, ang missed shots.
Oh boy, JB Marcelino has left a strong imprint on this game, and we're not even over yet. 2 minutes and 42 remaining in the third quarter. Transition opportunity here for Bacolod. Ilagan misses on over to the other side. Valencia, tough basket. Viloria, one man to beat. Gets it to Ilagan. Raymond cannot score. Nermal trying to battle for the loose ball. Possession will stay with Bacolod.
Sorry, Javi. 2 shots by Raymond Ilagan at point blank. Just missing.
Well, you see here, Coach, I believe it's the momentum moving forward na pag nawala na yung defender niya dahil nga sobrang lakas ng exert ng energy niya, nawawala na siya sa balance pag nalibre siya.
Tama ka doon. And at the same time, siguro may in-expect nga na may magcha-challenge eh. May babangga sa kanya but nobody was there. He was all alone. Kaya usually mag-aabang ka ng bangga and then lalakasan mo para umabot ang tira.
Exactly. You and I know how hard that is whenever you anticipate the bump. Nermal crossing over Egilos. The stretch will troop to the line for 2.
Smart play by Nermal, having that advantage to beat Egilos on the first step.
That's now team foul number 4 against Zamboanga. Bacolod is already in the penalty. They have been since the midway point of this third quarter.
Yun ang hinahangaan ko sa maraming players sa MPBL when they make the right decision. When they know they have an advantage, ginagamit nila. Hindi yung inuuna nila ang iniisip na gusto nila mag-outside shot, titira sila kahit na may clear path to the basket. They play smart basketball at maraming players dito sa MPBL ganun maglaro.
9 points now in the game para kay John Nermal. 53-41. Valencia loses Maloles. That's a forced shot right there by Irvin. Solis is back in the game with those 4 fouls. Mahari has been aggressively harassing itong si Joel Liu. Nermal likes this matchup against Tancinco. Trying to get contact once again. Didn't get it, but nevertheless still 2 points.
Nakukuha niya na yung groove niya. Itong si Nermal, dumidiskarte na siya. He's taking the cudgels na for his team.
Well, he wants to take over because Alday has been struggling. Marty has not been himself.
And Nermal hasn't been himself for the past 2 games.
Mahari had a good first half. Loses possession. Liu, one man to beat. Egilos could not stop the attack.
8 points, Kalamangan. 7 points for Liu.
Oh, this is also one guy who we have not seen have a good scoring night in this series.
Tama ka doon. And Liu needs to show up because nga, Haruta as well, pagod na. Nakikita natin sa bench, talagang upo nila, hindi upong handang maglaro.
Haruta has 7 points. Oh, Tancinco knocks down that high looper. The crowd once again gives their roars in applause.
10 points for him. Inumpisahan niya sa umpisa ng game. Ngayon naman, papasok na, patapos na ng third. Tumira ulit ng 3.
Viloria, oh, the cross against Comia.
Oh.
Just rims out. 12 seconds left here in the third. Valencia reads the clock. He will go all the way and he will finish.
4 points for Palencia. Pag desidido talaga ang player mag-score, you cannot stop defending. And that's what his defender did. Stop defending on the last attempt to the basket. That last move. Makikita mo, huminto na lang bigla at too late to challenge.
We bring you this epic move of the game in partnership with OKBet on the win. Palencia definitely owning Mark Maloles on that play, losing him, rising up and kissing it off the glass to mark the end of quarter number 3 here at the Mayor Vitaliano Agan Coliseum. Zamboanga still up by double digits right now, Coach. It was a better effort by the Bacolod squad in that period, but Zamboanga finding a way to still wrest control back to their team.
Nga, Tansinko, ayan, sasabihin ko pa lang, yung tres na yan, medyo pumatay sa momentum ng Bacolod, pero maganda pinapakita ng Bacolod. Titingnan natin what happens sa pagtapos ng pag-enter ng fourth quarter natin.
This was the same advantage that ended at our first half, and we go into the fourth with the same 13-point lead. This time it's 58-45 for Zamboanga. It is a packed crowd here at the Mayor Vitaliano Agan Coliseum, and you're looking at the numbers of JC and JV Marcelino, the Turbo Twins. They had 31 versus Bacolod in Game 1, but only combined for 14 in Game 2.
Oo nga, I'm seeing double, and this time in tonight's game, double dapat ang gagawin itong dalawang to. Hindi mo na kailangan sabihin, gagawa talaga at kikilos ng tama itong dalawang magkapatid na to.
JC has been scoring, setting up his teammates, while JV has been doing a little bit of everything para sa Zamboanga. As you look at the quarter scoring on your screens, both teams getting 16 points in that third period.
Oo nga, makikita mo talaga yung dominance ng first quarter na nagbigay ng lamang sa Zamboanga. Halatang halata dun sa quarter scoring.
It was really that 26-point output in the first period that set the tone for this game. And right now, Zamboanga still enjoying that investment that they made in the opening period. Valencia, crossing Maloles. Wow. He's been having his number each time that Mark has been in front of him. Actually, Maloles hasn't been able to stay in front of him.
Well, that was a good challenge. Great defense there. Natawagan nga lang siya. At habang tumitira si Palencia, babati na ako, Coach Bernard Ducay at Coach Albergara. Good evening sa inyo. Junjun Limcao ko. Jaden Gayoso, nanonood na naman. JR and Calix sa Alfonso Cavite. Good evening.
Good evening. Happy viewing to you all watching live right now on One Sports Plus, and we have a delayed telecast on 1PH. Thank you so much for joining us here for Game 3 between the Zamboanga Families Brand Sardines and the Bacolod Bingo Plus. The winner of this game will earn the right to face the Batangas City Embassy Chill in our South Division Finals, one step closer to our national championship.
Alam mo, Javi, ako'y natutuwa. Ito tong lineup ng Zamboanga. Wala yung Twins na talagang dominant factor sa team ng Zamboanga, but hindi kailangan ngayon sa gabing ito because everybody else has stepped up their game.
Viloria against a smaller Palencia. Faces up, drives baseline. The kick out to Nermal.
Way
that's
off.
Good challenge by Tansingo.
That was way off.
And you mentioned, Coach, the great contributions from everybody in this game. And they've been doing it on both ends of the floor.
Both ends talaga. Tulungan sila sa depensa. Hindi lang one-on-one defense kasi malampasan mo yung unang tao mo. na may sumasalubong pang dalawa para sa Zamboanga. It's a total team effort on both offense and defense.
They've been checking all the boxes in order to end up with a victory in this game. Let's see if they can sustain this for the last 8 minutes and 53 of this one. Comia. This is on the corner pocket 3. That's going to be a foul. That's pointed at Cranial Viloria.
Well, Viloria was boxing out and he needed to use your hands. Sometimes talaga panahon namin, pati ako kumakapit ako. Then again, I played in a generation na wala talagang foul sa basketball. I'll repeat that. Wala naman talagang foul sa basketball unless makita ng referee.
That's already 3 team fouls here in the fourth quarter for Bacolod.
Oh!
Scramble for the ball. Ends up with Zamboanga still. 5 on the clock. Does Palencia know it? Comia has to hoist it. Too strong. Oh, Mahari coming out of nowhere.
That shouldn't count because the ball didn't hit the rim. That shouldn't have counted because the ball didn't hit the rim, but I think they're counting it.
There was no challenge from our official stable who was supposed to signal the shot clock violation, and they're saying it hit the rim. So the basket will count 61-45. 2 minutes in, almost into this final period.
Well, talagang complete struggle dito para sa Bacolod. What a game for Palencia.
Alday could not get the 2 points. That's going to be a foul against Zamboanga. The mapping getting tangled here with Marquis. Look at the faces of this Bacolod 5 on the floor. They look dejected.
Well, it's frustrating that you're going all out on defense. Nakakakuha ng second chance opportunity ang Zamboanga and you don't get favorable calls for yourself.
You were saying in Game 2 that it was really going to be a tall order for Bacolod coming on over here and trying to hack out this victory in Game 3. Oh, Yi. Tumapig, pulling the chair underneath Marquis.
Oo nga, talagang inatrasan siya, binabangga siya, and on that last play, he just got out of the way, causing Marquis to fall. Bump, and suddenly, he steps back.
A high IQ move right there on the defensive end para kay Chris Tumapig. That's something that you're not able to do against Marquis all the time.
Oo nga, at this time, sa most crucial part, nautakan niya, na-experience niya ang experienced player.
Palencia, he's been loving that jumper from the right elbow. Did not convert. Ball seems to stay here with Zamboanga.
Alam mo, unsung heroes for me, Tansinko and Dumapig, their games have just been great. Palencia as well. 3 guys. If I was given 3 chances to pick the top 3 guys, these 3 guys I would never have picked for tonight's game to stand out.
And we still haven't seen any of the Marcelino twins here in the final period. Tansinko will take his time. 8 on the shot clock for Zamboanga. Dumapig. Ball away, short. Yi, ooh. That ball just slipping out of his arms. Coach, I was talking to Joel Liu before this game, and he said, you know, winning that game 2 and coming on over here to Zamboanga City, they said they're gonna win today because it is their destiny.
Oo nga.
But seeing everything that has transpired here so far, it looks like Zamboanga is trying to fulfill their own.
At you know what? I believe in what you say. You said, no, because prior to coming here, some of the players were messaging me, and they were already claiming the win 2 days ago.
It's sometimes, you know, it just really happens when for one team, everything is just falling apart, while for the other squad, the stars are aligning for them. Alday working on Comia, gets the step. Oh, That's a foul against Jeff.
Very tough night for Alwin Anday. He had a couple of attempts earlier but mukhang nasakal na naman siya.
Alday is only 2 out of 6 from the field, 33%. But you see the number of attempts, only 6. And we're already here in the fourth quarter.
Very tough night. Very tough night. And I think that's the reason why this unit is in for Zamboanga. They don't need the offense. They're just winning because of great defense. All-out hustle.
Oh, they know that if they control this 5 on the floor, which is usually the strong 5 para sa Bacolod. Of course, minsan nandyan si Raymond Ilagan and Traniel Viloria.
And I wouldn't be surprised, Javi, pag on the last 5 minutes, tsaka ipapasok yung fresh unit ng Zamboanga, nararatsada sa takbuhan style of a game.
Timeout called here on the floor. 61-45 is the score. 6:48 remaining here in this game. Look at that, 5,874 strong here in attendance at the Mayor Vitaliano Agan Coliseum at the heart of Zamboanga City. Of course, ang ating mga poging mga boss, Commissioner Kenneth Duremdes and our operations head, Boss Emer Oreta, always in attendance to supervise our matches here in the MPBL.
Oo nga, ang mga ngiti nila, ang lalaki talaga kasi nakapag-picture getting sila.
Picture getting talaga.
Oo, picture getting sila dun sa mga Miss Earth natin.
Coach Alex Angeles still searching for answers on how to hack out a victory here against a very dominant Zamboanga squad. 61-45. Comia, Tancinco, Palencia, Dumapig, and John Mahari is the 5 on the floor para kay Coach Vicky Casiano. They turn the ball over. This is a 3-on-1 for Bacolod. They go for the 3-pointer. Alday, right corner pocket. Miss. Solis gets the board. Yi. Liu, he loves that shot. Short. That's an open opportunity he usually makes.
Oo nga, bitaw pa lang, kitang-kita mo na, short ang tira. And these are the situations that's sad. Might as well take a 3, make an attempt at the 3-point line because you need that point, the extra point badly.
Fatigue definitely showing here for Bacolod. While Zamboanga doesn't seem to run out of energy here. Look at them still crashing the glass. And here Liu leaking down the floor, cherry picking for the Cebuano Ninja. 9 points para kay Liu. There's still a lot of basketball to be played here, Coach. 5:46. Not even at the halfway point of this fourth period.
Well, makikita natin sa opposite end. Valencia, kinikisig na at si Marky ang tumutulong at pumapalakpak ang tao sa kanyang sportsmanship effort.
Well, alam naman natin for all the intensity that Marky shows on the floor, he's one of the best guys off of it.
Oo naman, napakabait din. Ang whatever stays on the court is done on the court, stays on the court.
It, you know, because of the body of work that he has shown throughout his career, everybody in the MPBL, actually not just in the MPBL, but the entire landscape of Philippine basketball really gives so much respect to Marky.
Oo naman, nakita niya yung tried and tested veteran player and how he maintains his physical prowess.
Oh, Bacolod, they get a steal here. Liu will go all the way and will take it hard to the basket. Did not have the numbers, but still challenged those 3 green shirts up in the air.
And those are the things that, you know, that's sad because you go strong to the basket but can't finish, and a lot of players are like that. They have a difficult time finishing when the momentum is just too fast.
Bacolod is 10 out of 16 from the line as a team. This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Rattles the first one in. He split his charities his first trip down. Now in double figures, ito si Joel Liu, 10 points, 3 rebounds. Rising to the leaderboard in terms of scoring, now has 11 para sa Bacolod.
11 and the unenviable task of guarding the Marcelino, one of the Marcelino brothers.
Well, that's been his calling card all his career ever since we were in high school.
At siya lang talaga nakaka-match up ng maigi kasi mabilis din siya eh.
Mabilis, malakas sa katawan at walang takot most of all. JC, that's a tough angle, but Dumapig, could not get the gimme. Rebound falls in the hands of Japs Bautista.
And see, Marcelinos never give up. Somebody tapped that ball to Japs Bautista. I believe it was JV.
JC gets the step on Heruta. That was the situation in Game 1. Heruta was tasked to guard JC Marcelino, and each time Marcelino just got the better of him. Liu going all the way. Yi offensive rebound. The kick out. Solis for 3.
Yun nga nabanggit natin, last 5 minutes, ipapasok ang Marcelino brothers at tatapusin nila by, just relentless and torrents of runs on offense.
Tansico, fake, decides to still go for it. There's going to be a double foul here between, I believe, Markey and Chris Dumapig as they try to battle for position for that rebound. Meanwhile, we bring you this epic move of the game in partnership with OKBet. On the win, another great drive to the basket. Of course, going left para kay JC Marcelino.
And the pushing and the shoving, di lang natin nakita.
To no avail for Aaron Heruta because JC Marcelino has showed us that he has a strong base and walang nagagawa yung mga gulang sa kanya.
Wala talaga. And that's the reason why the Marcelino brothers are not as tired as the other guards. Hindi naman sila nakikipagtulakan or banggaan eh. They just use their speed, go around players, and just play their game.
That's you playing to your strengths. And there you have it. That's a cap and toga moment para kay Markey because he just picked up his 5th foul on that double personal called on him and Chris Dumapig. And he is not a happy man. He leaves this game with 8 points and 12 rebounds.
Well, Markey still just questioning the call.
Technical foul on Zamboanga family's brand Sardines for unsportsmanlike behavior.
Technical was called on the Zamboanga bench for unsportsmanlike behavior.
Our game getting even colorful as we reach the 4-minute mark.
Yeah, even getting more colors than the rainbow as we go down the line here. There's the battle for position between these two big men. I don't know about you, but I'm not quite too certain about that double foul.
Well, sa American football kasi, walang foul dun eh.
Siyempre tackle yun eh. That was a legal play in American football. Leo taking the technical free throw here. Hey, you were saying, Coach?
Well, it's just frustrating, the situation. It's turning out to be yun nga, colorful na lang gamitin natin, a colorful end of events that are just plaguing this part or this latter part of our game. It could have been nicer for the fans as well.
JC Marcelino gets hit and falls to the floor, but still gets 2 points, adding to his total. 19 now in the game to lead all scorers. trying to put the last touches here in Game 3 para sa Zamboanga.
Dumapig is gonna spend a lot of time tonight with a lot of ice bags.
Oh yeah, the ice suppliers are gonna have a great night. Ilagan is our guest at the charity stripe. Ilagan is usually a very dependable free throw shooter, especially in these tense moments. But he misses on the first. 1 out of 2 para kay Raymond Ilagan. 4 points pa lamang sa ating laro to go with his 4 rebounds. The usual suspects not able to contribute here just like they're used to para sa Bacolod.
Oo nga. At talaga naman, pinag-usapan sigurado yan coming into this ball game. The beauty of losing in Batangas just brought in a new team, a different team coming into tonight's game.
Oh, JC, the drop pass, Dumapig could not catch it. But that play was manufactured because of the offensive rebound once again of Chito Jaime, because Zan Normal tried to scoot back on offense.
Talagang yung veteran presence ng mga tao at yung pag-iisip, yung tamang pag-iisip at para tama rin ang kilos, makikita mo sa players ng Zamboanga, Chito Jaime at that.
Talking about veterans, Alvin Alday is indeed a veteran here in the MPBL, and he is just wheeling and dealing. It doesn't look pretty, but whatever works, he'll take it here para sa Bacolod, getting the basket and one.
Alam mo, ang tunay na scorer talaga, hindi maka-frustrate, basta makatangan ng bola yan at may opportunity, gagawa ng paraan para maipasok ang bola.
Alday is 3 out of 8 in this game, 8 puntos. 11-point lead, still very much manageable here for Bacolod. They just need some stops. Oh, that's a flop. And he will be teed up for it. Crew Chief Sep Pingol whistling that tee against Alvin Alday. Usually they give out warnings first.
Oo nga eh. Or I would just let it go because it really didn't change much. There is contact made by JC.
Big development here para sa Bacolod. That's Alvin Alday's second technical foul just when he was starting to get some baskets para sa kanyang kupunan. He exits the game with 8 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists.
Well, tough night for him and very frustrating. Not getting favor at all costs, being shackled all night and harassed. So it's just one of those things.
Bautista knocks down the technical free throw. And they're really not happy about it at all. Alday sits on the bench, but he should be out of the playing floor because of the ejection. They're trying to escort him to their dugout. And bows in front of this 5,847 strong crowd here in our venue.
Oo, at may 3 upuan pa ako nakita, bakante. Sayang, di dumating yung
850 na sana, no?
Oo.
Back to live action. Oh, alley-oop! Exciting play once again. JB to JC. Icing on the cake. Cherry on top of the ice cream. JB and JC Marcelino. Just too good, too fast, too strong, too exciting. Simply amazing.
And they really understand each other. Penetrating is not to score, but to create a highlight, and that's the highlight they gave up.
They just simply know where each one will be at any given point. And there you see the chemistry from birth on full display from the Turbo Twins. Timeout called here on the floor. 14-point lead para sa Zamboanga. Back here inside the Vitaliano Agad Coliseum in Zamboanga City. Zamboanga leads this game 68-54. Under 3 minutes remaining in regulation. Liu gets a step on the mapping. Offensive rebound, Ilagan. Plus 2 points para sa Bacolod. There still is a window of opportunity here para sa koponan ni Coach Alex Angeles.
Well, it would be nice to see a more aggressive. Travel called on Chaps Bautista. But it would be nice to see, no, na itong Bacolod players who are still remaining on the court not give up. Giving extra effort and not just, allowing this time to run out. Gumawa pa rin ng paraan. Why? Because there are still Bacolod fans who believe in you and are here to support you no matter what. Wow, great
JV
steal.
Marcelino just strips Aaron Heruta on the low block. (68-56). JV gets the screen from the mapping, doesn't use it. Floater is good for JV Marcelino.
6 points for JV. Unchallenged and just allowed to do that, take that shot.
Only 6 points in this game, but he does have 6 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocked shots.
And ang tagal niya rin nakaupo, yung magkapatid, because ang ganda rin ng, yung starting unit natin.
Well, he's actually played the longest minutes in this game. Ito si JV Marcelino, already 20 minutes plus in this match.
Pero yung presence ni Valencia, Mahari, all those other guys who are really just, the backcourt tandem used by coach para talagang bumugbog dito sa Bacolod team.
It has just been quality minutes all throughout, up and down this roster para sa Zamboanga. 70-57. And we now enter the last 2 minutes of this game. This brought to you by Embassy Whiskey. Chill muna tayo. Bacolod certainly does not want to chill as they try to overcome this double-digit advantage in the final moments of our game. Here's this 3-point shot by Chito Jaime off that pass by JV Marcelino. That's brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
44. Yung spin ng bola, binilang ko
44?
Oo, 44 times umikot.
Talas naman ang mata.
Great release. Yan ang mga nabibilang agad ng mga shooter. No? Pero ganda talaga release ni Chito Jaime. You can see even the free throws, spin talaga bola.
Yung spin ba ng bola mo, ilan ang average nun?
Ay, anong average? Pag nasa 3-point line?
Umabot ba na 44 din?
Mga 44, yeah.
That's a foul against Jan Armal. That's foul number 3 against JV. Both of the teams now over the limit. 2 free throws coming up para kay Jan Armal. And although Armal is the other player in double figures, as we witness the entry of another proud son of Zamboanga City, Choi Ignacio, entering the game para kay Coach Vicky Casiano. John Normal increasing his total here to 13 points. The other player in double figures is Joel Liu with 12. No other Bacolod member has gotten to that point. (72 to 59), 13-point lead. At palakas na ng palakas the chance of victory here for Zamboanga as we go down the line. 1 minute and 30 remaining in this game.
Well, right now, nakita natin na very visible. Medyo nag-relax na ng konti ang depensa, lalo na ng mga big men ng Bacolod. Although nag-aharas pa rin yung mga backcourt tandem ng Bacolod, once lumampas sa kanila, there's really no much help being made.
Coach, I don't want you to be captain obvious here, but what did Zamboanga do here in this game to shackle itong Bacolod? As Ignacio drains a 3.
Well, antayin lang po natin ang mga tao. 3 points for Ignacio, but the very noticeable is how he started the game. 5 totally different guys who would usually come off the bench and began harassing Bacolod from the inbound. And they actually gave this Zamboanga team a tough lead for Bacolod to catch up on. So all this plus everybody else coming in just added firepower and prevented Bacolod to just come closer and take this game.
And I believe, the second chance points, which is usually the realm of Bacolod to dominate in, has been dominated in this game by Zamboanga.
Dominated talaga by Zamboanga. Lahat nga ng aspeto makikita mo.
24 second chance points by Zamboanga in this game. They only had 6 in game 2.
And the story was really about the defense of Zamboanga. And everything just stemmed, the offense just stemmed from their tough defense.
And look at that, Coach. 26 offensive rebounds for Zamboanga.
Wow.
19 defensive rebounds. When was the last time you've seen a team have more offensive rebounds than defensive
Matagal
rebounds?
na. At karamihan doon, ang mga backcourt pa, Marcelino brothers and all the other small guys were the ones going for second chance opportunities.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Zamboanga Family's brand Sardines finally vanquishes the Bacolod Bingo Plus here in this winner-take-all matchup dito sa Vitaliano Agan Coliseum at the heart of Zamboanga City. Absolutely amazing series. Bacolod pushing the #1 team in the South to the limit, but Zamboanga fulfilling their destiny as the #1 team in their division.
Tama ka doon. At I need to point out in the fourth quarter, 12 possessions ang nakuha. 12 possessions ang Zamboanga, and they converted 11 out of those 12 possessions.
And for Bacolod, they have nothing to be ashamed of. They can leave this venue with their heads held high as, they were able to overcome a lot of problems on and off the court, but they were still able to soldier on and play hard, play the right way, give their opponents the respect that they were demanded of.
Unang-una, Happy, nobody expected itong Bacolod team to make it this far. And
That's right.
did.
They upset Jensen in the first round, brought the #1 team in the South to the limit here in Game 3 in Zamboanga. But, this guy, JC Marcelino, how many times have we seen it this season? All-Star MVP, leading MVP candidate. This player of the game is brought to you by OKBet, the official partner of the MPBL. With OKBet on the win, another great performance by JC Marcelino.
JC Marcelino, best player ata, enough sa first game. Ngayon, pangalawa, nawala nung second game, nagparamdam ulit on our third game.
21 points rather, 6 rebounds and 6 assists for the ex-Alaska Ace dito sa Game 3, with Zamboanga has won by a baker's dozen, 77-65. Our player of the game is with Sidney Crespo. Go ahead, Sid.
Once again, it's the reliable JC Marcelino taking his squad to another victory. JC, first of all, congratulations. You're used to winning games, getting Best Player Awards, pero gaano ka-espesyal itong isang to ngayong gabi?
Ayun, sobrang special sa lalo na sa team namin kasi gusto talaga namin makarating ng finals. Kaya binigay namin, binuhos namin lahat para makuha yung panalo ngayong gabi.
JC, you're up against Batangas. Ano ba ang i-expect mo sa laban na yun?
Ayun, siguro magiging magpe-prepare pa kami maayos kasi yun, malakas nga yung Batangas eh, kaya kailangan namin pagandaan. Yun.
JC, meron bang oras para mag-celebrate tonight?
Siguro ngayong gabi lang tapos trabaho na uli. Para enjoy lang namin tong panalo namin kasi first time nakarating ng South Finals yung Zamboanga eh, kaya tapos magpe-prepare kami para sa national pag sinwerte. Kaya ayun.
JC, sino mga gusto mong pasalamatan?
Ayun, binabati ko lahat ng pamilya ko sa Olongapo, sa probinsya at kung nasama sila. At yun, thank you kay Madam tsaka kay Boss Maneha tsaka yun. Yung mga taga Zamboangueño, maraming salamat. Di kayo bumitaw para sa amin. Tsaka yun, pakisuportahan din yung clothing namin, Stay Cool, tsaka yung Rebel Season. Maraming salamat. Yun lang, okay na.
Again, congratulations. A well-deserved win for Best Player of the Game, JC Marcelino. Brought to you by OKBet, the official partner of the MPBL. With OKBet, own the win. Sa kabilang banda naman, kausapin natin ang ating winning coach, Coach Vic Icasiano. Coach, we've been talking a lot about the previous game na sabi mo ay you guys were trailing, you didn't like that game, pero tonight you took control of the whole game, the 40 minutes.
Yeah, actually, wala pa ako tulog. I watched the game pa ulit-ulit. So, lahat ng adjustments ginawa namin. We have to play through our strength na-miss nung dalawang unang game. So, I told them to just start strong and it happened.
Coach, in the South Division Finals, you're up against also a very great coach in Coach Cholo Villanueva and a very mature Batangas team. What are you going to expect in that matchup? Ano bang paano ba kayo magpe-prepare for that game?
As you said, malakas talaga yung Batangas. Kaya I'm not going to think about it yet tonight. Tomorrow na siguro I'll watch their games. Pag-aaralan namin coaches. Tonight siguro I think I deserve a cold bottle of beer.
I was going to ask Coach paano ka mag-celebrate, pero siguro ngayon batiin mo na ang mga gusto mong batiin, Coach.
Yeah, I just like to thank all the people here in Zamboanga. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng tao dito. Maraming salamat sa suporta ninyo, sa family ko sa Manila, saka sa lahat ng sumusuporta sa MPBL.
Thank you so much, Coach Vic Icasiano, the winning coach of the Zamboanga Family's Brand Sardines. Ibalik sa ating panel, Javi and Coach JB.
Thank you so much, Sid. Once again, congratulations to JC Marcelino, to Coach Vic Icasiano, and the rest of the Zamboanga Family's Brand Sardines, marking their first appearance in our South Division Finals, facing the Batangas City Embassy Chill. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our division finals are now set. In the north, we have the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards going up against the San Juan Knights, and just as I said, Zamboanga going up against Batangas sa ating South Division. Game happening on Friday in the north. That's going to happen all the way in Palayan City. Nueva Ecija, the Knights going up against the still undefeated Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Will Nueva Ecija extend their winning streak, or will San Juan be able to pin the first loss on the Rice Vanguards in that game on Friday? Thank you so much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a wonderful night here at the Vitaliano Agad Coliseum. For my partner, Coach JB Gayosa, for our courtside reporter, Miss Cindy Crespo, and for all the hardworking men and women of our production crew, this has been Javi Palanya saying good night from Zamboanga City. This has been the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.